Hey everyone, good day and welcome to iPrologic.com and our affiliate SpinPro17.com. For our participating and subscribing paid members, you all know this system and you're pretty much just going to have a reinforcement here. This is just one of our matrix system and our super system where we have various programs using the matrix. Now, obviously, the matrix is a 6-number sequential column that is used per number on the spin. I know this seems confusing, but for the members who are paid members, you know what it is. For um, possible clients who wish to become a member of SpinPro iProLogic and get our matrix system, you truly would be very surprised by this, that the income that it can generate is far more than you expect. It doesn't require a massive bankroll, and of course, a little bit of patience and money management, and using our iProLogic calculator, which is a very intricate part of all of this, is going to give you some very nice profitable returns. Now, one of the things that I would like to make mention is um, please don't copy down what you see because these numbers are going to change as far as the calculator is concerned with your wager investment amounts. And what we're talking about is this, okay? The invest amounts that you're going to see here, don't write them down because as you go further down, they're going to change and not going to be the same as what they were in the beginning. The other part is the numbers, the sequential numbers that come up. I'm going to have to pause and unpause this video every time we have to put in a new number for the sake of proprietary reasons, right? For the sake of not really revealing these numbers, as it would be unfair to the people who have paid for the system. But those of you who are interested, this is surely something that you're going to make quite a decent amount per hour. I mean, if the average person is working for $20 or more per hour, certainly you're going to make more than $20 an hour with this. And of course, you're going to make this more than $20 in a half hour. So without further ado, let's jump in. What I did was I went ahead and forced spin. So the first number is 2, but I'm gonna restart it in a second so I can show you the session time. And actually, we don't really need to even do that because we have current time here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the current time in the calculator and the bankroll. Okay, so we have a $500 bankroll we're going to use, and we're going to look for a desired profit of $2 per spin. Okay, and we're going to use 17-to-1 odds. And let's record the time is 109. We'll put that in. And we'll see 109 how long it takes to make a profit of $50 or more. Of course, I have no doubts it's not going to take a half hour. But if that can show you in the space of time that within a half hour we've made $50, that means easily you should make $100 an hour. And if somebody plays for a few hours, let's say 3 hours a day, you should make $300 per day, $1,500 per week, and well over $5,000 a month. And you're not even playing an entire hour anyway. It's just a few minutes, right? Okay, so let's get cracking now. Again, I can't show you the sequential numbers, but I know what they are. I will pause and unpause just to show you. So our first bet, it says, excuse me, $2. And that is per number. And of course, this is going to change as we add the new numbers. You know what? The time has changed. It is now 1:10. So that's the start time, 1:10. And here we go. Our first number is our number that came down is 2. And of course, we're not going to bet that number yet. Okay, let me get the sequence numbers and we'll go from there. Okay, so our first number is going to be here. Okay. Okay, and our next number is going to be like so. This 1 or 2. Okay, so our total bet is $6. In this case, we had the miss. And now this becomes 6. And we're going to roll away. There you go. Already hit. 36 bucks returned. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. So this is a win. That was a loss. So we just had a return of $36. We're $28 ahead in 1 minute. Excuse me. So what we're going to do is going to go here. And now, since we've already hit here, what we have to do is close the wheel and reopen it because, again, as a paid member, there are things that you have to do that is going to ensure that the wheel doesn't track you because everyone wants to say, hey, the wheel tracks you. Wheels are not, if they do, we can't prove that case. If a wheel does track you or casino, it's not based on 2 or 3 spins, folks. It takes data for them to analyze and be able to get algorithms to track you. So it's going to be at least 5, 6, 7 spins or whatever the case may be. So why leave it to chance? What we do is have a target of $10 or more. Once you've hit that, you log out, take a break, and log back in. It's simple as that. That clears the wheel. For those of you who have numbers that always stay on the wheel, then what you do is you do this. You force spins. That's all you do. You go 1 on black, 1 on red, 1 on even, 1 on odds, and so forth. And you just force away. Okay, so we're not going to do that. We're going to close the wheel because we've made a profit of over $10 right away. Okay, so let's keep moving on. We have to close the wheel and reopen. Okay, so we're at 528. Remember, we started with 1500 or 500 on the bankroll, right? So let's force a spin so we can get our number. And wow, look at that. It's 2 again. So with that being said, let's double that. Calls for $2. And we're going to be putting it here. And we're going to spin. And we had a miss. It's actually 0. Okay, so that kind of changes things a little bit here. That you have to list. You have to log this in as a miss. And your next bet is going to be there, there, and there. Okay, and $6 bet. And it's 33. So you had a miss there. It cost you $6. Okay, what's it saying now? It's saying $2. Okay, same bet amount. Do that, and let's get the other sequence. Okay, so our next bet is going to be here. So we have to put this into the calculator, right? The total is 8. Okay. So this is going to be 8. Okay, and we roll away. And we had a miss. Okay. Let's see what the calculator says here. Okay. Oh, still $2. And you know why this is also, by the way, I wanted to just explain this to you. The reason why this is not just going to up, up, up all the time is because it's not like martingale where you have to, excuse me, increase or double or triple and all that stuff. It's based on odds. And that's why I tell you don't write these things down because this hit alone affected what these next bets are going to be. Okay, and that's why it's keeping it low because the calculator knows that you're still ahead. So that's going to be kind of important that you know that. Okay, now it so happens, ironically, even though 20 hit, that is the next sequential number in this series. And let me just double. Okay, actually, it is not the number. The next sequential number is 26. So here you go. Okay, now we had a miss. Okay, no problems. We're not even, look, it's still saying $2 again because it knows that you're ahead. Okay, so here we go. And we go here, $12 bet. And you had a miss. Again, we're not worried. You're going to see what this thing is going to do. Okay, we've only been recording for 9 minutes. Okay, and you may think that you're down and blah, blah, blah. See, it's still saying $2. It's going to change shortly. So that's a rebet there. And now we have to look at the sequential numbers under 12. Okay, so it's actually calling for, there we go. And we had a miss. Okay. Now, hopefully with this, you'll see the increase now. Yep, now it's saying 3. Now it's starting to increase. Okay, so I'm going to increase all of this. That's to begin with. Okay, and your next bet is, here we go. So your bet's 27. And 11 came down. Well, okay. Still, again, we're not worried. You're going to hit probably not clear totally, but we are going to turn our $50 profit. And it's only been 10 minutes since I've been recording. So, I mean, normally it happens faster than this, but who's counting? We're not going to take a half hour to even do this. Okay, so it's asking for 5. Each guy has to be 5. And then also the sequence of numbers. We'll see how that works in a second. Okay, so the number 11 just came down. So let's get, okay, so we're going to go here. Your bet's 50. And after this, mathematically speaking, you should be okay after this. So let's put the 50 in. Here we go. 50. And now we should be in okay shape. Okay. Let me just double check. Okay, we're in good shape. Now, each of these have to be increased by 1 because it's $8 is what the calculator is asking for. Okay. Again, we're not worried. We're going to come out with a very, very nice profit. It's just, just a little bit of patience, and this may seem like eternity, but it's not. We have only been on this table for 11 minutes. And we had made $28 in the first 1 minute. Imagine that. So, could have kept going, but it's all right. So our bet here is 88. And like I said, I wasn't the least bit worried. We should be able to hit with that sequence. So 88 for 288. 88 and 288. Let's take a look at our bankroll. We're at 5.99. Like I said, I expect to make $50 in a half hour. Well, we've made $99. The time is now 1:20. So in 9 minutes, we've made roughly $100 because remember we had that zero that caused us to lose $2. So this actually would have been 101. So anyway, $99 in 9 minutes. Is your job paying you $100 in 9 minutes or $100 a half hour? So this is what I like to do in all my videos. Needs can always be met, but greed will never be satisfied. We'll just do this math. So it's $99 in 9 minutes, right? So let's say it was even 10 minutes. Okay, even if it was a half hour. $99 in a half hour. Okay, that means you're roughly clicking off, almost $200 an hour. Okay, so 198. So let's say $200. You got to look at it that way. $200, just round up, per hour, 1 hour. In 3 hours, you would have made, do the math, $600. $600 times 5 days is $3,000 a week. Does anybody feel like making $3,000 a week? And they only started with $500 bankroll. Okay, and you were never in trouble in any way, shape, or form. Okay, bankroll was never in question. However, again, you're going to have times that you're going to make a little less, but you're certainly going to make over $50 in a half hour. And we've only, it doesn't matter. I mean, because theoretically, just I just respun again just to show you. And guess what happened? Another 288. Look at your bankroll now. Started at 1,500. It's 799. So if you want to add this up, guess what, guys and gals? The time is now 1:22. In 12 minutes, look at this. 12 minutes. Started with 500. Okay, which is 1,500 is what I started with. It was an $88 bet. Let me show you what it is again, just so you know. 17. Okay, we did 88. We got back 288. So this is what you would have had with a $500 bankroll in 12 minutes. $299. So now this number's changed, right? If I were to go on this statistic, I wouldn't, but if I had to, I would say, okay, I made $300 in a half hour, which is actually $600 an hour, right? and you would make this 3,000 in one day, in 3 hours. So, but we don't want to do that. We just want to stick to the basic premise of what I'm saying. This program is just so wicked, so amazing. It's to your advantage to get it. It's the Matrix Hyperlogic and SpinPro system matrix system. And certainly you need the calculator because the calculator is actually going to be your guide. And certainly this is where you need to go. You go to iprologic.com, which you see here, www.iprologic.com. And once you go here, what you do is you go over roulette system, hover over roulette system, and you'll see this light up. And then once you click on it, simply do this. You will see all three of these programs come up. Once they come up, you want to get the iPro Split Super 6 Split System, which is $200. And this will have a few of the most powerful systems that we have. And it includes the one I just showed you. And you can't go wrong. Just the same, you can get the iPro Matrix Street system, and that's just the streets, you know. But this one has the sequential numbers as well. The matrix, you're all going to get the matrix, but you're going to have the matrix for the single number split for this, what I just showed you, as being one of these programs. Okay, and hopefully we'd like to see you on board pretty soon. The other thing is once you get the calculator is another story. The calculator, you just go here to membership. You click on membership. You click on register. And what's going to happen is you create your username, your own password, all that good stuff. And you can choose weekly or monthly iPrologic calculator. And once, whatever you decide to select, you know, obviously I'm not a robot, register, all that good stuff. You can cancel this at any time. It'll tell you 2 days before that it's going to renew. Because remember, you're going to renew every month or every 6 days. And once you do that, you're good. It'll just renew. Or you can cancel. If you do have a problem, you can always email us. We'll be happy to assist you with any questions or concerns, comments, whatever have you. Over here, you would find our videos. And these are just, you know, the odds on many of these videos are not the exact odds you're going to use. But we have various videos here to give you any sort of little inkling of how our systems will work, like the iPro Single Street demo, the Super Matrix demo, and all that kind of good stuff, right? You hit next. We have various videos all over the place, and you will see it's quite informative. And all you have to do with this is hit Access Calculator. And once you do that, after you sign up, well, it says you don't have permission, you just have to log in. But once you log in and you're able to access the calculator immediately. Purchasing our iPrologic matrix system, okay, which is any one of these, this will be emailed to you within an hour or two. Usually it's a lot quicker, but if it's outside of normal business hours, it's probably going to be the next morning, right? This will be emailed to you. The calculator is not emailed to you. That you'll have instant access once you sign up for it. But certainly this will be emailed to you. And we have a money management spreadsheet, which you're going to totally love. It has a daily amount that you can make each day. And based on a daily progression. Let me just give you a quick snapshot of that. Okay, this is just for the $300 one, but your bankroll should be 500 or 1,000 or more. Okay, I just doing this for a demonstration. This may seem like nothing, $27. Well, certainly you're making $99 in 30 minutes. This should be a no-brainer to make 27. In fact, when we were doing this earlier with the calculator, you had made 20 some odd dollars in 1 minute. So this is certainly something that you're going to achieve every day. You made 27, forget about the cents, 27 here, 27 here, 28, and so forth. This may look small to you, but would you believe with a $300 bankroll, after a 30 days, you have a profit of $1,139. Imagine that. It's probably going to be more. Obviously, it's going to be more than that, right? Because of what the calculator does. So you're going to probably end up with like $1,500 in 30 days with a $300 bankroll and 300 on top of that. So the 300 is not included in this amount. Okay, it's not. So you're going to end up with over $1,000. Now, if you treat it like this, saying, okay, I'm going to have a day shift and a night shift, AM, a PM, like on day one, you say, okay, I'm going to go make $27, and you did that. Then what you do is later that evening, you say, okay, I'm going to make day two's target. So for day one, you actually did both of them. Now on day two, what you do is, which let's say is Tuesday, you're going to make this. On the third day, you make this, one in the afternoon, one in the evening. That means you will make this profit of 1139 or more. You would complete all of that in only 15 days. What does that tell you? That in a month, you would have made well over $2,000 and closer to $3,000 in a month just hitting these targets daily. This is a no-brainer, folks. There's a ton of money here waiting to be made. All you have to do is follow discipline, and certainly you would be able to be successful. Now, again, hope to see you. Sign up with the iProLogic calculator and our system. Okay, and please understand. I mean, this is just it is what it is as far as our systems. We don't want it being redistributed to anyone else without our condition, with our permission. There are no refunds. Clearly, it's gambling is gambling. There is, discipline involved, and that's why there is no refunds because some people just don't listen. They don't follow rules. They exceed their targets and keep playing, get tracked, and get screwed up. 90% of our customers are making money and are doing very well. The few who have been unsuccessful is not because our system didn't work. They did not have the proper bankroll. And last but not least, they did not follow our instructions and our rules that after you've made a short, small target of $10 or more, log out and close the wheel and reopen it because this way you can clear the algorithms and prevent possible tracking. Once again, we thank you and hope to see you on board in the very, very near future.